Hikari Tutsui is a boy who lives in the shadow of his own insecurities. At school, he is avoided by most of his classmates, laughed at for being an otaku, and whispered about as someone who will never belong. He spends his days escaping into his world of anime and games, where everything is safe and predictable. His only friend is Ito, who shares his passion for fantasy worlds. The two of them are bonded by loneliness, finding comfort in their isolation. Then one day, everything changes when he meets Iroha Igarashi. She is strikingly beautiful, blunt in the way she speaks, and carries herself with confidence. Yet, she also has a reputation among students as someone who is trouble. Many say she is unfaithful, that she cannot be trusted, and that she is only interested in superficial flings. When Hikari is forced to spend time with her through a series of coincidences, he expects to dislike her. Instead, he finds her completely unpredictable. She teases him, challenges him, and confuses him in ways no one else ever has. To his surprise, Iroha shows interest in him. At first, Hikari is convinced it is a cruel joke. How could a girl like her ever look at someone like him? But Iroha insists, and her actions prove her sincerity. Though clumsy in expressing his feelings, Hikari begins to open his heart, and, before long, they are dating. Their relationship, however, is not simple. Hikari is inexperienced, shy, and prone to jealousy. Iroha is straightforward, emotional, and quick to act without thinking. Misunderstandings arise constantly, and outsiders stir up problems. Some boys who admire Iroha cannot accept that she chose Hikari, while other students mock the oddness of their pairing. At times, Hikari feels overwhelmed, questioning if he is worthy of her. But Iroha surprises him again and again, proving that her affection is real. Through their relationship, Hikari begins to grow. He learns how to communicate, how to step out of his comfort zone, and how to see beyond appearances. Iroha, too, begins to change. She is used to being judged and dismissed, but with Hikari, she experiences someone who loves her for who she truly is, not for her looks or reputation. For the first time, she feels understood. Parallel to their love story, Ito finds his own connection with Ayato, a kind girl who encourages him to be brave. Their romance is sweeter and more innocent, but it mirrors the growth that Hikari is experiencing. Together, the four of them create a small circle of trust and friendship, yet beneath the surface of Iroha's strong personality lies a heartbreaking truth. She suffers from a rare medical condition that affects her memory. Slowly, the memories that are most precious to her begin to fade. This becomes the greatest trial in their relationship. When Iroha realizes what is happening, she tries to distance herself from Hikari, fearing that he will be hurt when she eventually forgets him completely. Her tendency to act alone, to protect others by pushing them away, resurfaces. For Hikari, this is devastating. The girl who brought him out of his shell is slipping away, and he is terrified of losing her. But instead of retreating into his old world of fantasy, he decides to fight. No matter how many times she forgets, he chooses to remind her. He shows her again and again that their bond is real, even if she cannot hold on to it. His love is patient, stubborn, and unwavering. There are moments where Iroha forgets his face, their memories together, and even the feelings she once had. These scenes are heartbreaking, yet Hikari never gives up. He refuses to allow her condition to erase what they built. Every time she falters, he reaches for her hand and pulls her back into the present. Over time, their devotion strengthens them both. Hikari, once a boy who could only love fictional characters, proves himself capable of the most selfless, real love. Iroha, once a girl who thought she had to face her burdens alone, learns that it is possible to rely on someone and to be accepted completely. The story closes with hope. Though their future is uncertain, they choose to face it together. Their relationship, once fragile and filled with doubts, becomes something unshakable. For Hikari, the world is no longer a place to escape from, but a place where he belongs, because Iroha is by his side. For Iroha, the boy who was once considered the least likely to stand by her becomes the one person she can always depend on, What begins as a mismatched romance between an otaku and a popular girl transforms into a story of growth, vulnerability, and resilience. Their love is imperfect and messy, but it is real, and that is what makes it beautiful. Hikari Toots